Hey everyone, China's internet watchdogs just announced they want to straighten out young people's mindsets. They're going after what they call bad vibes about skipping marriage and kids. But right after, they ran into the coldest Valentine's Day on record. February 14th is supposed to be all about roses costing twice as much, restaurants jammed with couples, and theaters raking in cash from romance flicks. But nope, the whole online world went silent, like it was totally forgotten. Social feeds had way fewer of those classic posts like bank transfer pics plus posed gifs plus rose collages, and streets barely had any young couples lugging huge bouquets. Flower sellers were moaning, box office numbers tanked, and some folks even joked, "This Valentine's, I didn't get so much as an onion." With all this happening, the Watchdog's big cleanup push looks even more ridiculous. On February 12th, an official WeChat page dropped a notice. The Central Internet Office is kicking off a one-month Clear Skies 2026, building a joyful and calm spring festival online space campaign. The part that jumps out is aimed at how young people talk about love, marriage, and babies. They're zeroing in on pushing and hyping no marriage, no kids, anti-marriage, anti-baby bad ideas, and stirring up fights between guys and gals, plus playing up marriage scares and baby stresses and other downer moods. Get it, folks? In their view, young people aren't tying the knot or having babies not because life's tough, but because online troublemakers are setting the tone or poking at bad emotions on purpose. The second it hit, comments exploded. Some fired back. Isn't this like your left brain punching your right? Marriage scares and baby stresses are real deals. You talk about wiping out fake news, but you kick off by scrubbing the truest stuff. Others put it blunt. Can't win the argument, so ban it all? Skip fixing the mess. Just gag the messengers, huh? Classic move. Don't solve the problem. Solve the folks calling it out. Some pressed. Are fears and worries about weddings and kids just from hype? What's the real reason for no marriage, no kids? Show some face? Why call it bad ideas? Who decides that? And a Zihu poster, mimicking China's foreign ministry spokespeople. You know, that tone they use to bash America, nailed the sarcasm. Getting hitched, popping out kids, or not. That's basically personal choices in life. To flat out label those choices as bad ideas not only has no legal ground, it exposes how arrogant and out of touch the rulemakers are with real, diverse society. Sky-high home prices, endless work shifts, huge costs to raise children, bias at jobs. These deep-rooted stresses go unfixed for ages, then get blamed on mindset issues or even foreign meddlers stirring trouble. It's the usual trick of dumping policy failures onto everyday people. This bit cuts right to the heart. Officials blame emotions, while young folks deal with cold, hard facts. But here's the thing. Do the powers that be really not see the real world? Is it that young people don't want marriage and kids, or that they just can't afford to wed, birth, or raise them? They know, all right. But China's go-to isn't tackle the tough stuff, it's manage the moods. Say life drops after marriage, it's love's tomb, and they tag you for spreading marriage dread. Say I'm scared to have a kid, and you're fanning baby fears. Spill the beans on life's hardships, and boom, you're pushing negativity. And the wildest part? It's not even the end of it. Right now, China's posing as pro-baby. But come on, we all know they enforced that brutal one-child policy for over 40 years. Slogans like "one extra baby, the whole village gets sterilized," or "rivers of blood before one more birth." Back then, extra kids were a crime, wrecking national plans. Now, 0 kids? Bad mindset. Same heavy hand on bodies, homes, and choices. Just flip the script. It's like an overbearing parent. Yesterday, no babies. Today, babies now. Ask why. It's for your own good. What really shifts isn't the caring, it's the needs. Used to fear overpopulation eating resources. Now, worry, there's not enough workers to support the elderly. Okay, let's set emotions aside and dive into the raw stats to see how bad China's population crunch is. Official numbers from January 19th. In 2025, births dipped below 8 million for the first time, just 792,000, the lowest rate since 1949. Deaths? 1,131,000. So, natural growth went negative, and it's the 4th straight year of more deaths than births. Even scarier. Stack that 792,000 against 2024's 954,000 births, down 162,000 in 1 year, a 17% plunge. Folks, a 17% drop? You'd think the country went through a war or outbreak, but official spin is still stable and improving. Long-term positive, folks living in peace. These stories don't match the same place. A report from last June by the Chinese Academy of Sciences Psych team and a social sciences publisher on marriage and baby attitudes. Over half of college kids surveyed think marriage isn't key, and 60% feel the same about kids. Views on love, tying the knot, and parenting are sliding down. Standout. Over 80% of female college students say they're fine with marriage, but no thanks on babies. With births crashing off a cliff, worker shortages looming, and retirement burdens like storm clouds, officials are freaking out. But they won't own up to policy flops or baked-in issues like soaring home costs, job hunts, schooling, healthcare, child-rearing bills, workplace favoritism, marathon hours, tight local budgets, shrinking safety nets. Anyone could sink a family. Instead, they pin the widespread "no marriage, no kids" on an easy target: harmful influences. They're thinking youngsters aren't settling down or reproducing because the internet's corrupt, not life's grind. Wages aren't too skimpy, it's snarky posts. Homes aren't overpriced, it's folks driving the beat. So, platforms like TikTok, Douyin, Twitter, Weibo, Little Red Book get roped in as mood bouncers. Jokes fly. Soon, if your post leaves someone bummed out or anti-marriage/kids, it could get flagged as sabotaging the national baby plan. That's classic Chinese governance. Can't hack reality? Muzzle the chatter first. Issue unsolved? Handle the whistleblowers. But here's the irony. Gagging doesn't rewrite reality. This Valentine's chill is the clearest snapshot of young attitudes on love. From the News Morning Herald on February 13th, at Shanghai's classic Hongqiao Flower Market, chatting up Valentine's sales, lots of shop owners look down. Jingxin Flowers boss lady Shen Yun laid it out. Valentine's falls on February 14th. A workday, sure, but tons are already heading home for New Year, so orders for bouquets are thin. Last year, we'd snagged dozens pre-holiday. This year, barely over 10 so far, she added, with low hopes. She stocked just a few hundred roses. New Star Flowers Wang Fuliang, in biz 30-plus years, was direct, pretty much ditching this Valentine's rush, shifting to New Year blooms. The real gut punch? Prices stayed flat. Valentine's rose markups are usually a given, but now? Jinxin boss, mid-wrap. This top-grade red rose? $6 a stem. And on the 14th, no hike. Still 6. Folks, 6 yuan a rose with zero bump? Unheard of before. Back in 2023's Valentine's, a Shanghai spot on Nanjing West Road sold a basic wrapped red rose for 25 yuan. This year's 6 screams, fire sale. No price jumps on roses isn't love getting wiser. It's the market bluntly saying, pockets are empty. A TikTok gal posted, anyone else get 0 Valentine's gifts? Me neither. Used to maybe snag a bouquet, but this year, not even an onion. Notice how promo for Valentine's is super scarce? If you skip, I skip. We all skip. Poof, the day's a dud. A guy on TikTok nailed it. It's February 14th, so why are socials and shorts so hushed? 2 big reasons. 1, too close to New Year. The harsher one, screens used to overflow with transfer snaps, 520 envelopes, blooms, and goodies. Gone now. Not that guys lost heart, they lost cash. Paychecks flat, bonuses slashed, mortgages and car payments unrelenting, 0 spare change. It's not being cheap. Broke times make you sharp.